Hey, this is Ivan with Team Rival Schools. Here with my teammate. Let them know who you are and what you just did.
My name's Anthony Sylve, and I just came in 8th place at the Philly Regional this past weekend.
And what deck were you playing?
The best deck in the format, Altergeist.
All right, let's go. Let's see what you got.
All right, standard monsters. 41 card main deck, by the way. Multi-Faker.
Okay.
Molosseek 3. Marinetta at 3. Birdman at 2. 1 Conqueror.
Standard ratio.
Standard ratio.
Okay.
And the only 3 hand traps I played were 3 Ash Blossoms.
Okay, give us a little reason why you're only playing Ash Blossom, and I see other builds possibly playing Ogre, maybe Effect Veiler. Is there any reason to why you only played the 3?
I felt like every other hand trap was underwhelming. I played enough traps to get over most boards and to prevent my opponent from playing anyway. So I didn't want to draw hand traps going first. Always wanted to draw more trap cards and more starters.
All right, perfect.
So that was my reason for that.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's see these awesome traps you got.
I'll do the spells first.
Cool,
The
perfect.
Since I played very simple.
Altergeist with spells. Let's see it.
Simple spells. 2 duality.
Okay.
I didn't want to duality into duality, and I didn't want to see it too much.
Okay.
2 share ride in the main.
How was that for you? This regional.
It was okay. It wasn't great. I'm glad I put it in. I mean, I wouldn't play it at 3 though.
Okay.
That's incorrect.
Very cool.
But the card I have a love-hate relationship with, Desires.
Pot of Desires, man.
I hate this card.
It's a draw too. It is a love-hate. It works when it works.
In the deck probably because it gives me the draws, but other than that, I hate banishing my combo cards.
I feel you, man.
I feel like every card in this deck is important.
Okay. So moving forward, would you keep it in or would you take that out?
I'll leave it at 1.
Okay.
I'll probably even test 2. I see a lot of decks playing 3.
Okay.
And they're doing really good with it. So maybe try 2.
All right.
See how that goes.
All right. Let's get to these traps now.
All right. For the traps.
My favorite type of cards.
All right. For the Altergeist traps. 1 second. Obviously, you want to play the triple spoofing. This card's great, other than what it does.
That's your 6 multi-fakers.
Like I set this card and people get scared. They think it's like warning or strike or
that's your 6
something else, but it's really not. It's just spoofing, but it also leads into hundreds of other plays. I played 2 manifestation and 2 protocol.
Okay, so did you play the second manifestation because you felt like you could possibly banish 1 off Desires, or did you feel like it was necessary, or how did that work out for you? Because I do see a lot of deck builds only maining 1, and the only ones that I do see playing 2 are possibly ones that might feel like they need it out for Desires if it gets banished.
The reason for manifestation is just to make bigger plays, bigger combos. Having more negates and interruptions, not really because of Desires. Like I would play it at 2 with or without Desire.
Okay.
Same thing with Protocol. I wanted to try it at 3 because you always want to see this card.
Yeah.
Opening first turn.
Okay, that's good to know. Especially with the lack of hand traps, you definitely need that Protocol.
Like, the only out to Marinetta really first turn is what, Impermanence.
Yeah, possibly an Effect Veiler, a Veiler.
Veiler, yeah, I guess.
You know, like it's certain things, but our deck recurs enough.
So if they do that, you have the 3rd protocol, and you can still go off from there if you have the multi-faker.
Definitely.
I played the God lineup, triple strike,
awesome.
Warning, and Judgment.
You have to. Tell them those life points. Those life points don't mean anything until you win. I believe I saw you.
Round 7, I won with 50 life points.
Let them know, man. Life points don't mean anything until they mean something.
Imperial dropped me down all the way, to close to losing, and I had enough for Solemn Judgment. You always have enough for Solemn Judgment.
Man. And that multi-faker's too strong.
Oh yeah.
That multi-faker's too strong. Can't get the ray off if it's a counter trap.
Those are God cards. I don't think this card should be legal. It's not fair. It's always live.
You like that better than Imperial?
No. Imperial was just too good at regionals. Standard card, Permanence.
Permanence, okay.
You have to play if you want to win.
Of course.
In Altergeist. I don't know about other decks, but
of course.
Definitely in Altergeist. I main deck 2 Heavy Storm Dusters.
Okay.
That card is fucking broken.
Of course, it hits every deck right now. Every deck gets touched. Every deck, maybe.
I allow my opponent to play like their spells, Sky Striker spells, and build that multi-roll field. Just duster their shit. Like they lose after that.
Oh, of course. And they set that nice engage. And that Widow Anchor, and there's nothing there.
Cards are dying.
There's nothing there for you to Widow Anchor.
Not only that, this also was really good in the mirror match.
Yeah.
going first, setting this, and your opponent setting traps. Like
of course, Draco, everything. It hits everything right now, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely Draco.
Definitely.
I 2-0 Draco. That's another story.
He was salty. He was salty. Trick stars, everything.
Double Mind Crush.
Okay, how was that for you? Did you feel like it was good in the main?
It's definitely good in the main.
Okay.
It's underwhelming to certain decks, but it could be a crucial card for decks that try to out you. Right. There was a situation where I caught 2 Inspector Borders in my opponent's hand.
Oh man,
that was a blessing. But other than that, I don't know.
Perfect.
I'll still test it. It's not a bad card at all.
All right.
My single tech that I played, one of my god cards was Storming Mirror Force. This card saved me probably 5 rounds out of 10.
And they don't expect the Mirror Force.
They don't expect it. There was a fucking Inspector Border.
I think you might have been the only one in the room playing the Storming.
I even Storming two baby dinosaurs, 2 baby Ceratosaurus under Lost World with 2 tokens. He was gonna go plus if he hit one of the tokens, but that Storming Mirror Force is like he had no graveyard. He couldn't summon Tyranno. He scooped. Nice. That was also a good game. And none other than the best card in my deck, Imperial Order.
Imperial God-like Order.
It won me maybe all my Sky Striker matches and probably all 3 of my last 3 matches.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's the main deck.
Except for the main deck, 41 cards. So you felt like it was consistent today?
Yeah, I felt it was good.
Okay.
All my rounds were easy. All my draws were good. My deck worked consistent. It's fine. Side deck's a little weird, but this is the way I play. Definitely 3 evenly. Just need to play that card. It's good against Draco and everything else in the format. Save that for last. The most underwhelming card I played this whole event, Magic Deflector. Like in theory, this card is like amazing.
Okay.
But in actual game states, there's ways to get around this card.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt multiple of the decks. It only hurts a few. So this card will probably be taken out the side.
Okay.
For something better. One of my MVP cards. Waking the fucking Dragon.
Listen, I've seen this card put in work all day, including in the final rounds where this guy hit 2 of them, and it was over after that. Man.
Shout out to that Sky Striker player, dude. Like, I know it was a rough grind game, and I know you had to get over my back row, but Falcon, and then you're hitting the second one the next turn, dude.
This was round 9. Crazy. This was round 9. What table? Like,
dude, I was supposed to lose that match. He summoned Phoenix. He had to make a board, so he summoned Phoenix. I had Awakening set in the corner. He pops it. I summoned the Falcon, and on my draw phase, because he couldn't get over that shit.
Yeah, I think you activated. I think you activated Shared Ride, and he popped.
I was on the Shared Ride, but I drew into the second Awakening. It was my only card.
Yeah.
I set it. And then he actually Storm Dusters it, and then I end up summoning
Multi-Faker and pushing forward with the play. Yeah, that was amazing. It was just too much advantage at that point.
Other than that, this card probably came up like 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
So it's pretty good. So the worst card I didn't want to see the whole tournament was Inspector Border. Well, against me, this card destroys Altergeist.
I mean, but you played 3, so you can just run it over with your own.
I realized really late that you can just slide in your borders to beat up their borders.
Punch up their borders. Yeah, like it's still 2,000.
Just in case you really can't get over it, but you have to play 3.
It's too strong. Too strong.
And to out border, I played 2 Kaiju.
Oh, this was putting in work too.
This outs Denko. This outs border. This puts a monster for
Sky Striker. Oh, it's too good.
BA, they can't really do plays with that. And just in case if I hit Awakening Dragon with Storm Duster, I can get rid of their Falcon or whatever it is. And I also played Regeki. Same reason, out borders and shit. And last but not least, Secret Village of Spellcasting.
Oh man, this card was so good. I won so many matches on my own playing this crazy.
It was decent
card.
for me. I felt Imperial was just better because I like surprising my opponent with it. If I open this, they have a few turns to get over it, but if they don't, they lose.
Yeah, and they can always chain to your Imperial, whereas if you play this God card called Secret Village, it's really hard to chain something when your opponent plays this your first turn,
this is always an option.
Yeah, this is amazing. I feel like this is 3 copies of Imperial in your deck, and a lot of decks lose to
the only thing I'll change is
stopping the spells.
Deflectors suck.
What would you think about putting in that you might have missed today?
I definitely wanted to try Typhoons.
I think that's a good type.
I think Typhoon's pretty good.
Okay. Maybe a third Secret Village, maybe a third
nah.
Heavy Storm Duster. No, you didn't miss that.
The third Heavy Storm Duster is pretty good.
Okay.
I think that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That Heavy Storm Duster, man, that's MVP as well.
See how it goes.
Obviously, you know, you did very well. Yeah, exactly.
For extra deck monsters, really standard.
Yeah.
3 Hexia.
How many of these monsters did you go into that weren't in Altergeist or Link Karibo?
I can count them. Probably like 3 cards.
Okay.
On my whole extra deck. So I didn't go to Prime Banshee the whole tournament.
Okay, that's the out.
It was
that's
always
the
a good
out,
option
yeah.
just in case.
Large monsters.
The most card I probably went to was Link Karibo, obviously, for the
nice.
Mulsi plays. I got over a Borlo Dragon with a Kashik, so that came up. That was pretty good. This never came up, but it's always a good option just in case they call by the grave your Link Karibo or whatever. Wee Witch to get over Border if that situation never comes up. But as you can see, I already had my outs for it, but it's good out. One Nightmare Phoenix, didn't really need it the whole game. The tournament, I main decked the Dusters, so just in case. I did summon him though, I forgot, but he came in clutch one round. He didn't win me the game though, but he put me in a good game state.
Yeah, I think I saw that one as well. My matches ended pretty quick. I was beating guys up. So
I didn't go into it, but this was definitely for Draco matchup. Also the Sky Striker matchup because of multi-roll, and also the mirror match.
Nice.
Warlord or Sword. Standard. I didn't want to choose one or the other. I just wanted to have the option of both.
Yeah, you have the room, especially not playing cherries. Did you miss cherries at all today? I wanted to ask that. I didn't see that. Yeah.
People play it for what?
Go-Key, man.
Go-Key
just the Go-Key.
And it's underwhelming to both decks, so why play a card like that?
Alright, cool.
Scythian Knight never came up. Probably never will. And
that's a cool card to have.
MVP.
MVP, baby. MVP. What you doing against that, huh? Nothing.
My matchups were round 1, Counter Fairy 2-0, Draco 2-0. Somebody just texted me. Mech Knight, my first loss. In time, he did the first damage. I couldn't do damage, so he won. Round 4 was a Trickstar draw. Bro, you're an asshole for doing what you did, but I respect it. We was in time. He tried to rush his plays. He tried to throw down Lycaris past his turn. He had like half a second left in the game. Didn't even give me a chance to look at my hand, and like the game just ended on his turn, and he thought he was gonna be able to burn for 200 on my draw phase. I didn't get a draw phase, but
yeah, that was
I got
pretty
a draw
cheap.
for that.
That's pretty cheap. I'm pretty sure he didn't get 8th place. So
round 5, I played the mirror match. My dude from Bel Air, shout out to you. That was a really good game. Round 6 was Dino True King. I thought I was gonna lose that match. He trissed me first turn, then summoned VFD, and I'm like. So he beat me game 1, and then game 2, I ended up beating him. He was the one that summoned the 2 baby Cerasauruses with the Lost World, and I got over it with the Storming.
Okay.
Shout out to you. And after round 6 was Sky Striker, Sky Striker, Sky Striker, Sky Striker, and I 2-0'd all of them except the round 8 and 10. So. Okay.
Well, it seems like you had pretty favorable matchups there.
Yeah, man. I said, this card's just unfair, but I guess it's the best counter to the best deck in the format.
It is, man. All right, well, thank you for letting us see your deck profile.
Shout out to Truly Urban in the Bronx.
Okay.
Check them out if you live in the Bronx or you're from the Bronx area or you're in town. Visit the shop. There's some good players there.
We only breed the best, baby.
Yeah, we breed Spartans, baby. We're just trying to get our name on the map again, trying to get our community to grow. Shout out to Team Rival School, everybody on the squad, everybody who supports. And that's it, man. Trying to, go to Nats, see what we can do there.
All right, thanks again, man. And we'll see you at the top, baby.
You already know.
Team Rival School, let's go.